Hello, and welcome to James Less Express Lane, where we get you in and out as fast as possible with Palworld has been sued by Pokemon slash Nintendo for a patent infringement. Now, mind you, they filed the patent after Palworld came out. Palworld came out, and then they're like, alright, we're going to file a patent for this. So for them to try to claim that Palworld stole the patent when the patent didn't exist at the time, at least it doesn't make any sense that they're going to try to claim that Palworld is infringement on their patent when the patent came out after Palworld. They stole my idea for a car when you file a patent for your car 12 years after they came out with the car. I don't think you can file a patent for that. But then again, maybe you can. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer or a law expert here. So maybe, they stole our patent. When was your filed patent? Months after the game came out? Totally acceptable. You win. I don't know. It could go like that. They could very well be like, well, according to the law, it doesn't matter when we file the patent, just that we filed the patent and they're using our patent, so fuck them. Now, the other thing is, they're not suing any AAA studio that uses the exact same mechanics or the same style of patent, just Palworld. Why? My theory is A, they're a small company. B, yeah, they're their own niche style, or they got their own unique balance to the games that they do that use the kind of mechanics that Nintendo's suing over. But they don't worry about them. Like, well, no one's going to ask for us to introduce those into our game. Palworld introduced a lot of cool stuff, a lot of great stuff that made people go, huh, why can't Pokemon make something this good? And I think that's the issue. All the other companies that came out with AAA studio games that kind of had the same style, same kind of mechanics, they were different enough that no one's went, why doesn't Pokemon do this? Why doesn't Nintendo Game Freak make a game like this? But Palworld, the number one thing said was, huh, so this is what it's like to make a good Pokemon game. This is what it's like to play a good Pokemon game. We've had one of those since what? October 2013 when Pokemon XY came out? We're going to go back over a decade for the last good Pokemon game. So maybe, just maybe, Nintendo's not happy about the fact that, people might expect us to make a good Pokemon game. How about we just sue the company that made a good Pokemon game so we don't have to make a good one ourselves? Just saying, again, that's my theory of why they're going after Palworld when they don't go after others. A, small indie versus AAA, and they don't go, oh, well, Monster World came out with this mechanic and that mechanic. How come they don't put that in Pokemon? Well, Palworld, that's like the number one thing people talked about was, hey, this is really fucking good. This is incredible. Holy shit, this is great. Why doesn't Pokemon have this? Why doesn't Game Freak do that? Why doesn't Nintendo create something like this? Palworld, great game. Yeah, if I won a lottery or whatever and I didn't have to work, I'd probably play it a lot more. But limited time, energy. Just, do I play a new game? Do I play more Palworld? Then again, I do play a lot more of Diablo 2 Resurrected than I probably should. Man, can you imagine if Game Freak slash Nintendo slash whomever from Pokemon was forced to make a good Pokemon game because of Palworld? So please, Palworld, fight and win. Win this lawsuit. Force Nintendo to actually make a good Pokemon game. I mean, the last one was what? Such a buggy mess you couldn't actually play it. It's like, yeah, we're doing a speed run and then it died. Oh yeah, we're going to do a regular run and it glitched and died. Yeah, we're almost at the end and it glitched and deleted the save file. Now, 3 years later, yay! Someone finally completed the game without it crashing! What does the end credits look like? We don't know. The game crashed during the beginning of the end credits and deleted the save file. Okay, it wasn't that bad, but it was a mess. Cyberpunk 2077 got a lot of shit for its bugs. And yet, game crashing bugs from Pokemon? Yeah, it's okay. It's Game Freak. It's Nintendo. We'll let it go. We're not gonna say anything about it. Like, come on. Palworld wins, forcing Pokemon slash Nintendo slash Game Freak slash whomever to make a good Pokemon game. Imagine Palworld had the developers and the technology and the budget One issue Palworld has is it doesn't like NVIDIA graphics cards for some reason. Why, I don't know. Then again, so did Hellblade 2. That also had issues with NVIDIA graphics cards. Nintendo doesn't have to worry about that. Nintendo has to worry about the Switch. Maybe the Switch 2, depending on how long it takes to make a good Pokemon game, but they have to worry about one system and one system only. That's it. They don't need to worry about, well, this CPU and that GPU and this RAM and that motherboard and hard drive versus SSD versus NVM2, whatever. Like, they don't have to worry about any of that. They have one system to make the game for. And so, they don't have to worry about as many issues. At least you would think. But then again, Pokemon Violet and the other one, can't remember what it's called. They had so many bugs and they were meant for just a Switch. This is meant for just a Switch. Well, does it work? Well, I mean, it plays, kind of, when it doesn't crash and delete your save file. So please, Nintendo, let the bad publicity have you end the lawsuit. Or have it go to court and have Palworld win with an argument of they came out with a patent after a game came out. So how could we have stolen their patent when their patent didn't exist yet? And force Nintendo to make a good Pokemon game. Please. That's all we want. All we want is a good Pokemon game. Just give us a... Don't even give us a great one. Look at Palworld. See what the highlights were. See what people loved the most. Take the top 10 things from Palworld. Top 10 things from Pokemon. Put them together. And release Pokemon Generations, Evolutions, whatever you want to call it. And give us a great Pokemon game. Begging you. We need a good Pokemon game for once. We haven't had one since Pokemon XY. Let them let you guys go. Thank you for watching. As always, like, subscribe, comment down below, and have one hell of a day.